You know, one of the main things that would make Fortnite great again, in my opinion, is if the old map would come back. I feel like whoever is watching this can agree with me, unless, well, you're one of those people that either love the current map or just hate that people won't shut up about the OG map returning. Well, I respect if you do feel like that, but hear me out before you get annoyed. See, I feel like many people who now play the game are new to it. They aren't the same people that used to play Fortnite back in Chapter 1. Since Chapter 2 in general attracted many people who have never touched the game before, and they stuck around because of the skill-based matchmaking or because they might like the new style of the game. While many players, like big streamers ranging from TSM Daquan, TSM Myth, TSM Hamlins, Nick Merckx, and Tim the Tatman. You know, I feel like there's a TSM kind of pattern there. But the list just goes on. Now, I'm not saying that all of these big streamers and content creators left because the map is different. If anything, that brought more of them back to the game. No, the thing that made them leave is the lack of concentration from Epic on the game. All the way back in Season 1 of Chapter 2, there wasn't many updates, and even if there were, they weren't any good. The only weapon, or just in general good content that was added, it was a harpoon gun, and that was it. This did continue on to Season 2, where I'm pretty sure we got like landmines and an umbrella that was from Kingsman. And now in Season 3, currently, all we have is a flare gun. And, well, cars, and God knows how long it'll take for them to come out now. And that's not the point of this video. No, all the way back in October of last year, just before we got the big event to end off Season 10, I decided to do a little montage of the POIs in the map just to make it as a goodbye video, since we were all 99% sure that the map will be going away and that a new one will be replacing it. And well, I didn't think of much of that video. I made an honestly sloppy job just looking back at it, and well, over the time I have had hundreds of comments on that video, some that honestly I can't keep up with. Most of them are saying thank you to the map and talking about their memories, which is amazing, and well, some of them are very interesting, since a good few of them say things like, don't worry, the map is coming back, or map is confirmed to be coming soon. And it interests me, because how do people know? From as far as I know, I haven't heard anything that the new map would be returning. And yes, you might say, but that's just people making things up. But what if they're not? See, I decided to do a little bit of my research, and I have to say, either Epic is just putting little Easter eggs of the map here and there, or they're genuinely hinting at a possibility of the big return of the fan favorite Battle Royale map. Let's start off with the first thing that made everyone speculate that the map maybe will be coming back one day. And that's actually from a few months ago in Season 2 of Chapter 2, when the Travis Scott event happened. Now, this alone attracted thousands of people to see it, and on top of that, it was available to be seen multiple times at that. So people got a good look at the event itself. So there is a part in the concert event, whatever you want to call it, where you as a character were flying through, well, I don't know how to put it, but let's call it space, I guess. And if you bother to look down as this was happening, Epic decided to fill up empty space with a squished and undetailed version of the old map. You could have seen Tilted Towers, Wailing Woods, and even Tomato Town. After this happened, people worldwide on the internet started talking about it. How this could be a hint that the map is coming back next season. How this could possibly tie in with the map flooding rumors back then, which now we know were very true. But if you really thought hard, this was a simple sloppy job, just like I did on my video. As Epic decided to not bother with going through detailing the same map we are currently in and putting it below, they just simply slapped on an old distance render they used for the old Chapter 1 distant islands. So you might be going, and your point is? Okay, so what if we look at this from a different angle? What if this was a hint, as all of this concert did have many things to hint at the OG map. Things like that skin in the item shop when Travis Scott came out, having a planet head with islands on it, and these maps on his head was the current Chapter 2 map and the OG Chapter 1, which if you want, I guess, really blow this out of proportion, say that maybe both of these maps are on the same planet, which you might go over, duh, but then again, from our belief of the Fortnite world back in first ever season 1 chapter 2 trailer. We learned that this might be different reality, or to be honest, it might just be a virtual reality. You know, this is actually very confusing. Anyway, the skin itself isn't the main thing that was a nod or a hint about chapter 1 and the map, as at the very end of the concert, what does the player get greeted with? The freaking butterfly that we last saw at the end of season 6 chapter 1 event, when Kevin the Cube unfortunately reached his end and blew up. Now these can all be shut down and they have a perfect alibi, and it's simply they were there because it was a concert, and a concert by Travis Scott, who seems to be a fan of Fortnite. And I doubt that Epic took over the concert in general and Travis had no control over it. It feels like most of these things came from him, and it's a nice gesture for us fans that miss old Fortnite. But again, as before, what if it was on purpose? What if this all is leading up to something? Only time will tell. And now we're in the present day, when even more things are starting to pop up and seem more and more possible that they are teases for the map making a return. Firstly, there's a new pack in the item shop that includes some pretty dank skins, including a well-peeled peely. To be honest, I never really wanted to see this. I guess I have to go bleach my eyes out now. I'll be back in a while. Anyway, I noticed that people started pointing out that in PD's glasses, you can see a reflection. And what kind of reflection is it? It seems to be the reflection of the poster that was used to tease the end event back in season 10. Now you might be going, bruh, the hell is this dude on about? Okay. I get you. This does seem like an image they decided to use for the skin since it is summer themed, and that picture looks a lot like a sunset in the summer. So let's put this to one side. But what about this? With the most recent update, a spaceship kind of thing from the main season 3 chapter 2 loading screen was underwater near craggy cliffs. And well, we currently don't know what it is, but we do know something for certain. And I see people arguing about this, and that's if it's a spaceship or a submarine. Well, in my opinion, it is 100% a spaceship. Why, you ask? Well, we know that this has something to do with the skin that's in the battle pass, and if you inspect the skin itself, she has a patch on her side which has a planet symbol. Also, if you decided to look in the spaceship at the crash site, which is currently, as of today, still underwater, it decided to shoot something into the side of the island. And if you look inside of the spaceship, there's a dude in there, straight up vibing. We don't know if he's a skin or a henchman, I guess, if that will become a POI. But there's also something that people are pointing out, that there's a reflection in his helmet. And that's an interesting part, as people begin to theorize that it's the OG map and that they tie in with OG Fortnite. But honestly, I think that it's just a reflection of the current map, specifically the mid island, as it looks like a river and some pretty big mountains with snow on them, and that looks like the ones that we have in the chapter 2 map currently. But that's kind of it for that guy. One other interesting thing is that people notice that the ship has a similar symbol on it like all of the skins from the chapter 1 season 3 astronauts. It seems to be on every single one, so that's very interesting. So that's it for the teasers and the hints. Do I think the map will return? Yeah, 100%. But when? I honestly have no clue. Do you think the map will return? Comment down below and I'll sure try to reply and look at your answers. But currently, I'll just go wild and say that it's next season. But let's be honest, I don't think that's the end of the map yet. And even if they don't want to get rid of this map, there is a great solution. Similarly to Apex Legends, where you can have 2 maps rotating around every few hours, which honestly, huge props to Apex for having big brain and doing that. But yeah, hopefully you guys can agree and also find this stuff interesting. It was fun putting on the investigator outfit and going on a wild hunt. Be sure to subscribe, as that is greatly appreciated, and like the video, which will help spread the word to more gamers out there. Without further ado, I'll let you take over and think about this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.